Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Halaylah, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, fathers and mothers. All glad you can make it tonight. Welcome to Halaylah. I think it's episode 8. Thank you for joining us this evening, the 26th day of SHEVAT, the 5th of February, 5784. I want to thank all of you who have provided positive feedback to the program. I also would like to thank Rabbi Blaustein for continuously coming up and championing it. Let me get your picture right here. I'm going to add him in as well. And as always, there he is. I'm going to get you a better camera in a moment. And of course, I want to welcome our guest host, YITZY LIBERSOHN. But before I do that, I would like to ask everybody who's on to rename themselves properly with their family name first. Okay? Family name first. So this way, when we have the big wheel of names, I'd be able to identify you. iPhone or grandma's Galaxy is not going to tell me who you are. So rename yourself. And with that, I would like to very much welcome YITZY LIBERSOHN to the program. Last time I saw you in camp, you had a beard that was shaved in 3 different places. I see since then you found a better shaver. No, he's on. Go ahead, speak. You're not unmuted. You should be unmuted. He is unmuted. There he is. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I guess it was before the days of masks, and I thought that would be covered up my beard, but apparently you still remember that. So it's a pleasure to be here with so many people, so many incredible grandchildren, incredible people here. I'm with my son Yehuda. Yehuda is actually a classmate.
Yeah, you have to put him into the camera so we can see who you're with. There it is.
Hi, Yehuda. Hi.
Yehuda has his own connection to Rabbi Blaustein as well, even though he didn't go to camp, but he is Rabbi Blaustein's grandson's favorite classmate.
Oh,
Him and Meyer Blaustein in the same class, so that's his connection. But yeah, I'm just gonna introduce myself for those
Which
who don't
grandson?
know me. Meyer Blaustein.
Oh, Meyer. Okay.
Yes.
is Meyer a good storyteller too?
Yes. Yes.
Real stories? Is that what he tells his Rebbe? He tells him real stories?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, YITZY, why do you think that the chat that has, and I should tell all the kids who obviously don't have access to social media, but there's been an incredible chat with over 400 people, and everyone has taken on to bench from a bencher. All the kids know how to bench. Some say Til Hazan, and some say the whole thing, but it's just taken off. And I wanted to know what your opinion. Why do you think it took off? Is it the ease of the Kabbalah? Is it just camp memories, and then everybody attaches to it? What do you think it is?
So I think it's a combination of something which is relatively simple to do, but it's so significant. I mean, I don't know how many people on that chat. Rabbi Lowy spoke beautifully about benching is one of the easiest daraisas, which is a mitzvah in the Torah. So it's not something that that came along at some point later. It's all the way back from the times of that was written actually in the Torah, and it's daraisa. It's so significant, yet it's something we should always be doing. And I think the combination of it being so doable and yet so significant is really what makes it an amazing Kabbalah.
It is. So how many kids here? How many of them bench by raise of hands? How many of them are started to bench from a bencher? To the Meisel boys, I see Zevi has done it. You can use the emoticon if you'd like. It's a little 3 dots that are on your screen if you want to raise your hand. There it is. Elio Swiss, I see, knows how to do it. Keep doing that. Keep benching from a bencher for always. And I wanted to ask you, YITZY, personally, what does Rabbi Blaustein exemplify to you that you apply to your life now?
Okay, wow. So is Rabbi Blaustein
putting you on the spot? That spotlight right here.
It's supposed to be Miksa Shvacha in front of it. It's so many people on, it's hard to find Rabbi Blaustein, but I'm going to assume, oh, there he is. The one thing that I find that is tremendous that Rabbi Blaustein does so well is is the way he values every single person. So he's machshav every single person as if they are the only person when he's speaking to them, and he seeks out people to talk to as well. I see it personally. Even now, when I go to Burkett Drive, my parents live next door to the Blausteins. I grew up next door to the Blausteins. But I see, even when I bring my son Yehuda, Rabbi Blaustein is mizaka him with some voiceovers from the various characters that he's talented. He schmoozes with him as well. You know, I remember that growing up. I see him doing it with my son. He does it with me too. Adults, kids, it doesn't matter. He's machshav everyone. And I think in a little bit of a similar sense, Rabbi Blaustein had this speech to the staff members where he would say, I'm not going to get it in full force the way he had that koyach, but has the koyach mitzvah Hashem, that every single person is a learning Rebbe. And I think that part of being machshav every person, and every person should be machshav each other, is really what leads to that. I think in my life today, I'm constantly doing things, realizing that I'm a learning Rebbe to everybody. When there's anybody around you, people are watching and people are learning from you. People look up to you, no matter who you are. There's someone that is machshav you, and someone values you. So when you do something, I'll use an example, like even talking in shul. When I look around and see how many children there are watching every move that I do, I realize I'm a learning Rebbe. And you're a learning Rebbe. It doesn't matter how old you are or who you are. People are being machshav you. People are looking at you and what you do. Shir ha'ma'alois mimama kim kursicha Adonai.
Ma'alois mimama kim kursicha
Adonai shema v'koili tiena znacha kashulos lekal tachanunai.
Adonai shema v'koili tiena znacha kashulos lekal tachanunai.
Ima v'inais tishmar yah Adonai miyamayid. Ki emecha aslicha lama'an tibarei. Kivisi Adonai kivisa nafshi v'lid varai ha'icholti.
Kivisi Adonai kivisa nafshi v'lid varai
Nafshi Adonai mishamim laboiker, shamim laboiker.
Nafshi Adonai mishamim laboiker, shamim laboiker.
Yachel Yisrael el Adonai kim Adonai chesed b'arbeim b'fidus.
Yachel Yisrael el Adonai kim Adonai chesed b'arbeim b'fidus.
V'hu yiftes Yisrael mikol avonai sav.
V'hu yiftes Yisrael mikol avonai sav.
Okay, one more kapitel. You did such a good job, unless you do a second one.
Amazing. Maskila David b'yisai b'ma'ara sefila.
Maskila David b'yisai b'ma'ara sefila.
Koili el Adonai ezah, koili el Adonai eschanan.
Koili el Adonai ezah, koili el Adonai eschanan.
Eshpaich lefanav sichi, tzarasi lefanav agid.
Eshpaich lefanav sichi, tzarasi lefanav agid.
Is atif alai ruchi v'ata yadata nesiva sibai rachzu ahalech tamenu fachli.
Is atif alai ruchi v'ata yadata nesiva sibai tamenu fachli.
Abeit yamin arei ve'eli makir avad banois mimeni ein dairesh lanafshi.
Abeit yamin arei ve'eli makir avad banois mimeni ein dairesh lanafshi.
Z'akti elecha Adonai amarti ata machsi chalki beretz hachayim. Akshiva al yunasi kedaloisi me'oid hatzileni me'oidafai ki amatzu mimenu. Shamakad yirachim alehem yitzar levacha u'yachfeil el yira mishibud legeula hashta v'agalav zman kariv maramein.
Amen. Thank you, YITZY. Thank you,
YITZY. Thank you very much.
Is there any? Thank you very much. And that's a son too. Thank you so much. We hope to see you in Toronto very soon.
Is that Yehuda?
Yes.
Okay, everybody, how are you? It's great to be back. We missed Thursday night, but not tonight. We're here. And once again, we look at this Meridic, fantastic sefer, Achas Sha'alti, Volume 2. You're not going to believe this question that was asked to the Poisek Hador, Rabbi Yitzchak Zilberstein Shlita. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. A businessman who travels a lot went to a country and went to the shul. He was there for Shabbos. This happened on Shabbos. And sure enough, this businessman got an aliyah, called up to the Torah, And he was mamash zeir pumped because he got a chasheva aliyah. And then the shaman said, and wanted to know how much he's giving. So he gave a nice amount. He gave a really nice amount. You're not going to believe it. We'll see towards the end. So sure enough, the next day, he comes to pay up his debt. And he goes to the shamus Sunday morning. And he says, Shamus, I'm here to pay up my debt. Here's a check for $300. Shamus looks at him. This always happens. You owe me 400. 400? I thought I said 300. You're not going to believe what the shamus did. He says this happens a lot of times. Let's go to the audio. And you're not going to believe it. He goes to the bima. He pulls out a little machine from the bima, a tape recorder. He plays it back. And sure enough, the guy said $400. 400. You see, I got the proof on you. The rich businessman takes the check and he goes and he tears it up. How dare you be Mechalel Shabbos? How dare you? And I was almost positive I said 300, but okay, you got the proof. Anyways, a week later, this businessman, he thought about it. Maybe he should pay the 400. Maybe he's wrong. Even though, okay, mitzvah ba'aver, but he was wrong. So he went to Rabbi Blaustein Shlita, who went to his brother-in-law, who's not alive anymore, Reb Chaim Kanievsky Zatzal. And Reb Chaim Kanievsky said these words, you call that an aliyah? That's a yerida. He didn't go up, he went down. And Reb Chaim Kanievsky said, listen, if he's the only guy in the shul that did that, the shamus, so he still has to pay. But if the other people in the shul know about it and they don't care about it, he does not have to pay. That was his psak. And sure enough, he anyways ended up giving the money because the gabbai who did this, he was the only one that did it. And believe me, he lost his job as being gabbai when the people found out. It was incredible. Anyways, let's go to the story of the day. Put up your thumb if you want to hear this story. Thumbs up, that's right. Mamish Gewaldig. One of the Rebbes, the Marash, Reb Shmuel of Lubavitch, the son of Rabbi Nachum Mendel of the Tzemach Tzedek. He used to go out with his wagon driver many times for a ride. Of course, the Rebbe was thinking deep thoughts, and he wasn't concentrating on what the wagon driver was doing or where he was going. But all of a sudden, he looked around and he said, there's an inn around here. I want you to go to that inn. Yashava, Yamin, Yashava, small, go there. And the wagon driver whipped the horse, and the horse went, and he goes, hang a left. And the horse, of course, knew what a left is. Hang a right. And the horse knew what a right is. Like, don't hit me. Don't hit me. And sure enough, they were at the inn. The Rebbe got off, and sure enough, the Rebbe walks in, knocked on the door, and the Rebbe walked in, and the Rebbe saw two children there. The Rebbe said, where's your mother? Where's your father? Oh, we hope B'metz Hashem they'll be back soon. Okay. Then he says to the older boy, what are you learning? What's Leinster? He says, I learn Chumash. And then the younger son goes, and I say Tehillim. I'm a Tehillim Zogger. I say Tehillim. Okay, and your Rebbe's not here? No, he went away for the Yom Tovim. He's not here. But Me'etz Hashem, he'll be back. Okay. So the Rebbe looked around. He knew that the younger son might not be able to learn Chumash. Is there another Tehillim in here? So there were two more Tehillims. And the Rebbe said, let's say Tehillim. Let's say Tehillim. And the Rebbe was saying Tehillim with the Kinderlach. Saying Tehillim, the younger one. Mama. Oh, my mama's not here. Kim karasicha. And the older boy was saying, Shehamalois mi mama kim. And the Rebbe was saying, Shehamalois mi mama kim. And they were saying Tehillim probably for about a half an hour. During that time, the mother returned home. She had seen the fancy coach with the horse, not just a regular horse, it's a grabazudig horse, a real chashuv horse. And she knew that is a very, very unique, special horse. She went in, she snuck in, and there she saw the Rebbe with her two children. And she loved the sound of the Tehillim. She was listening and smiling. Oh, the Rebbe is saying Tehillim with my Kinderlach. Oh, is that beautiful. Oh, is that so nice. And she was so full of smiles. And then the Rebbe says, okay, that's all for now. I'm going to go. Sei gesund, everything should be well. And then the Rebbe did the most peculiar, strange thing. The Rebbe walked to the door, and as he was turning the knob, the Rebbe said, 1 minute. We have to say more Tehillim. And the Rebbe turned around, and the Rebbe came back. Kinderlach, open up your Tehillims. Let's go. We got to daven more. We got to say more Tehillim. And sure enough, they were saying Tehillim. More Tehillim was being said. And finally, the Rebbe took the Tehillim and gave it a kush and said, okay, everything is fine. Everything is good. And the Rebbe walked out, and the horse driver went, whoa, giddy up. Even though it's not a giddy, it's a horse, but still, giddy up. So they went, and soon the mother, after serving dinner, they had a really good supper. They had mamish, the dinner was really, really good. I mean, like they had chicken, mit kugel during the week. But then she had a bad feeling in her. Where is her husband? He left very early that morning. Very early. Where in the world is he? And the Kinderlach heard their mother, and she was worried. Tati, where's Tati? Everything's fine. Don't you worry. Everything will be fine. Tati, but we want Tati. Everything's fine. So sure enough, she put the kids to sleep. Kids go to sleep. I don't know how you go to sleep, but you say Shema, and you say Hamapil, and you say Psukim like Rigzu v'yatechata u'imuvavchem amishkavchem v'darnusela. How many times do we say it? Show me with your fingers. Rigzu, how many times do we say it? Show me with your fingers. Very good. 3 hands. 3. Very good. We say 3 times Rigzu. And Hamapil, unbelievable. So you're not going to believe, Shleimah, that this, very good, Shleimah, that's excellent. Or as we used to say, excellent. That's excellent. So, sure enough, someone's here. So sure enough, they go to sleep before she can finish. Now, sometimes a tati or a mommy put their kids to sleep and you could hear them snoring. Mommy, Tati, finish the story. Please finish the story. And sometimes they snore so loud that the shades or the blinds go in and then go out. Anyways, the kids finally fell asleep, and the mother realized she's got to get up, and she looked at her watch, and she watched her watch, and she saw it's late. It is really late. Anyways, she was sitting by the little fireplace that they had, and her eyes were drooping. You all know that when eyes droop. Sometimes people, they're looking like this, and then their head drops like that, and they wake up like that. Nothing like Shavuos in the morning, not that. Shavuos in the morning, you got shtenders going down. Like that's like really serious. Shtenders going down, and you're looking on the floor. Hey, you need a hand? You look like you need a sleep. Come on up. Okay. So sure enough, he goes, she's waiting, and all of a sudden she hears a faint knock. Open up. Open up. It's not like from the Golden Crown. Open up in the name of the... Not like that. This was, open up. She goes to the door. Who is it? It's your husband. She opens the door, only like he almost fell on the floor, and he's crawling on the floor. Oy gewalt. Oy gewalt. And he passes out. He passed out, and she goes and gets water. Water. Here, water. Yep, what's water? Yeah, no, not on me. Wait for the Purim story for that one. No. Oh, gosh. So sure enough, says, oh, I can't believe it. She said, you were gone since 7:30 in the morning. Where were you? You're not going to believe this story. If you could just give me a Heisa Glues tie. Okay. So she gave him a hot cup of tea. Chamomile. Almost like a meal, but it's a chamomile. So sure enough, he says, you know why I went this morning? I went to the peasants, to the people that owe me money. There's one guy I went to in a nearby town. He owes me so much money. Every time he comes to the inn, he was drunk. I'll have more of that filtered fish with that piece of challah color. I'll have it. It looks good. And I need to down it with a bottle of vodka. Oh, gosh. How are you going to pay me? When are you going to... Don't worry. After the harvest, you can come to my house, and I'll give you everything that I owe you. So I went to this guy's house, Ivan. Ivan owed me so much. So much. So Ivan sees me come. He goes, why don't you come with me to the barn, and I'll measure out a lot of things, and also I have my stash of money that's hidden there. Come with me. Okay, I followed him. He was a little bit tipsy. He was a little bit drunk. There was the ride program that was set up, but he was walking in a circle. Sure enough, we get in there, and he turns around, and he locks the door. Not locks, bagels and locks. He locks it. He gets his strong rope. He ties me up. And then listen to what he said next. Where is that X? I looked for that X. Ivan, come on, man. Come on. We've been friends such a long time. Forget about the money. Forget about the money. Forget about you. After I get done with you, chop liver, buddy. And Ivan, really, you could come to my inn whenever you want for free. Trust me. No, it's too late. Where did I put that axe? And he goes out of his barn. And you could hear him going, axe! Oh, axe! I don't mean the deodorant. Where is the axe? He's looking all over for it. He can't find it. I have to go a little bit further. Axe, where are you? All of a sudden, his wife, Ivan's wife, came back from the field. And she heard a guy moaning and groaning. She opens up the door. Oh, what's wrong? She goes and removes the thing that was in his mouth. Your husband, he wants to kill me because I came to collect money that he owes me. I didn't do anything wrong. I beg you, untie me. Oh no. If I untie you, he finds out that I helped. It's my last supper. There's no way. Please, please, I beg you. I didn't do anything wrong. You know my family. I beg you, please. Okay, quick. I'll run in the woods. She untied him. He ran into the woods. No sooner than he ran into the woods, she ran back to the field, and Ivan came in with the axe. Okay, time to go, Jew boy. Time to go. Where'd he go? Where is he? Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. He snuck out. I'm still going to look for him. And the Jewish man, he ran as far as he could, but he was stuck. Everything hurt. He lay down in the big, tall grass, only to hear Ivan right next to him, breathing. Where is that Jew? I didn't make one sound. Okay, forget it. I give up. This was told to the Jewish person's wife. And she heard it and she said, now I understand what happened. Do you realize who came to visit today? The Rebbe came to visit, the Marash. And he sat down and said Tehillim with our Kinderlich. And then he went to the door and he turned around to say Tehillim again. So the first time must have been for you to get out from the rope by Ivan's wife. And the second time to say Tehillim. We said Tehillim so that you should not be found in the high grass. What a Maisa. Tehillim, for the sake of Tehillim, may we be zeicha to say Tehillim and bring Mashiach soon. B'mheira b'yameinu. Thank you for listening.
Amazing story. I'm going to ask everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you,
How do I work that?
I thank you. Tilly, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're sorry.
You're welcome.
Look who's here. Do you see this guy?
I got some frisbee.
Go back in.
No, the background.
Oh, there it is.
Israel, you see who's here?
Everybody, we will see you Thursday, Mirza Shem, Thursday.
Right side of
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Halaylah Hazeh, remember, no present
Halaylah
like
Hazeh.
the present. No present like
Halaylah Hazeh. Bye-bye. Thank you. Shut up. Oh my God. Thank you. Bye. 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 Bye.